Hey, what's going on, guys? Thank you so very much for joining. It's Monday, the 15th, the middle of the month already. Hey, we've got a great show today with you. We've got the Tejano legend superstar, the troubadour, the true troubadour of Tejano music. I love this guy's music. He's a great friend of the show. He is an amazing person, and I'm truly, truly happy that he's here with us today. The one and only Gary Hobbs. Let's run that intro.
Voy a entregar lo mejor de mi amor y voy a escuchar tus anhelos con fervor.
Hey, well, what happened to Gary? He was here like 4 seconds ago. So I don't know what happened with Gary. Let me see if I can text him. Gary, where'd you go? So he was here. We were just talking. Maybe he didn't like the questions I was asking. I don't know, guys. So I just texted him. I think he just made it fell out. So it's one of those things. I mean, this happens. And I don't know, is the weather bad where you're at? I know we have clouds and the rain has been off and on. Hey, Vivian, how are you doing, sweetheart? Thank you so very much. She says, hola, amigo NDO. How are you doing? Thank you so very much. You know what? While we're waiting, why don't I just go ahead and play the song that he's been released right now and see if I can get a hold of him. And hopefully we can get him back on the air. This is his current single. It's called Solo Sueño en Ti. It's the current single he has released out right now. Let's go ahead and get him and we'll get him up. Cool. Goes like this.
Voy a entregar lo mejor de mi amor y voy a escuchar tus anhelos con fervor. Te prometo hoy jamás vas a sufrir, te lo juro hoy que estaré yo junto a ti. Te lo ruego, no te apartes tú de mí. Solo sueño en ti y aprendí las cosas más dulces del amor. Solo sueño en ti y entendí que sufro sin tu amor. Solo sueño en ti y estoy aquí para darte mi amor. Esa sensación lleno de emoción, siempre tú y yo, mi amor. Voy a borrar tu pasado de dolor y voy a respirar nueva vida en tu ser. Te prometo hoy jamás vas a sufrir, te lo juro hoy que estaré yo junto a ti. Te lo ruego, no te apartes tú de mí. Solo sueño en ti y aprendí las cosas más dulces del amor. Solo sueño emoción, siempre tú y yo, mi amor.
Hey, there he is. I'm sorry you're having some rainstorms over there. I apologize that we didn't think about that. You know, Mother Nature tends to do what she wants to do.
Now, how are you, brother? Big shout out to you, Lawrence. And yeah, we've been having flooding, and we lost power about 5 in the morning to like 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And
Yeah.
so I was worried about.
Well, you. Oh no.
Did I keep
Hey,
losing you all of a sudden?
yeah, I do.
Oh man.
It's okay. We'll struggle through it. If anything, I can just give you a call and then we can just do it over the phone. But I do appreciate you being here real quick. I just played your songs, Solo Sueño en Ti. Let me start off by saying this is one of my favorite songs that you put out so far. I love it because it's a throwback for me. It's like I have that feeling of a Gary Hobbs song. Uh, uh, there you go. You're back. Great song, says Vivian Chavez. Vocals, Gary Hobbs. A great song and vocals, Gary Hobbs. You were blessed with your musical talent. Such a soothing song to our souls. Good for our souls, says Vivian Chavez. And
God bless you. Thank you.
you know what I was saying earlier is just that I love it because it's a throwback to like some of the songs that I fell in love with you from the beginning when I first started hearing your songs. That's back in your Mentiras days. But you know, this this song is wonderful because it's got
It's really Gary Hobbs, right?
yes, it's very
Uh,
Gary Hubbish. Yes.
kind of too commercial, too. It sounds kind of retro but new, and I never get away from talking about love and mostly good love.
Oh gosh. Yeah, we just got to you. You're always singing about true love, and that's what we lost you.
Yeah, well, it's the mo for us. You know, it's our mo, and 43 years later and 30 albums later, it's still working for us. So don't try and fix the what's not
Yeah.
broken.
Well, I think, and you know, he keeps popping in and out, but I'll keep talking. But I will say this: one of the beautiful things about Gary Hobbs is his ability to your ability to convey uh, the true narrative of what love is. You know, we all experience love, and I think that's why it's a universal feeling. But the fact that you are able to constantly propagate that idea in such wonderful ways, both negative and positive in all of your music, which makes it you one of the true. That's why I call you a troubadour. You're one of the true troubadours of Tejano music. I love your voice. You got a great tone, and but you're always able to find that song that's always right for your vocals. It's truly astounding. It's one of your gifts of your talent. I
Ah,
don't think
brother, appreciate.
I don't think I've ever come across a song that I did not like of yours. I've always liked all of your music, but this one right here, this one hit really good. I really like this song.
I don't know if you can see me. There's a lot of songs that if I could go back and change it, I would, or maybe even kind of scratch it. But there's no one to blame after all those albums, 30 albums. There's nobody to blame except me. I always have. I've been blessed that I always have the final say so what I record or I don't record. But and I got a feeling, and sometimes I think I'm feeling it, and then so I keep humming, trying to learn. My God, I truly picked the wrong key on this. I should have, you know, but you know, you're always banking on all the great musicians that you have with you and who's producing you and who's doing arrangements. And I've been blessed throughout the years that we always have people that are very committed to what we're doing, recording.
Yeah, you've got a great team behind you there at Freddie Records, and you've always done well by yourself. When you had your own AM records, I think. Uh, uh, I know, since you've been with Freddie, you've had a great collaboration. You just recently with Juan Trevino, which is those songs were really different and good for you in my eyes because of the fact that we saw a different side of Gary that we weren't used to, and it was great hearing your the new music coming out. But this song right here kind of brings us back to the old Gary, and I really loved it. uh Vivian Chavez says, listening from Santa Fe, New Mexico. You're amazing. Listening from Santa Fe, New Mexico, says Vivian Chavez. You missed us. I know. She said she was listening in from Santa Fe, New Mexico, and I said you're that it was really awesome you being with Freddie Records and working with Juan Trevino, and getting a different side of you, hearing a different side of your voice, and this is a constant, guys.
That was pretty challenging for me. You're so used to looking at material that you think you're screening it and you know what you're going to want to record, and all of a sudden Juan Trevino, which I've said this before, I had heard of Juan Trevino, and I didn't know he was. I knew he was a good songwriter. I didn't know he was a phenomenal songwriter. Collaboration with him kind of like it put me on edge because he's such a great singer and it's his song, and but they were kind of different for us, but I love the challenge. And if we go back to a lot of our albums, we've always pushed the buttons on some album, and then to do this song, two of these songs from Juan Trevino, was challenging. It took me some time. I really believe that I'm singing it better now live because I've gotten used to it, and and so you're being consistent with playing and performing them. But were really nice songs by Juan Trevino, and we're expecting some more material from him. Con el favor de Dios. But thank you from Santa Fe, the
Vivian. Yeah,
Vivian.
you're I think one of the things that's really interesting that I find is that you you're did he come back? Where'd he go? There
Now
you
I
go.
see you.
Yeah, there you go. What I was saying was that I think that's one of the things that's really interesting about you is that uh, you're able to find music. I know one of the big problems with David Lee Garza was finding David Lee Garza music that he likes, the music that's that he feels is that feeling, music that he feels that he feels fits into his repertoire, and you're able to incorporate a lot of music, but you shape it into what you want it to sound like, which is really wonderful, and it's a true testament to your talent.
I think most artists, when you get new music, you need to have that green light from the writer or whoever has the publishing too, and you try and stay pretty true to the original material that was sent to you, but we have to change it to make it sound more like us, and so I'm blessed that I'm always looking at material and trying to see if I can. It's not really like can I get away with it? No, that's I gotta feel it. I can I actually convince what the songwriter is trying to say in the song, but that's key, and I understand, and that goes just for David Lee and for a lot of bands. We have to make sure that we can that we can kind of make it our own, you know. But it's hard sometimes, and sometimes you feel to send you material so that you can hear it. And but we've been blessed, you know, signing with Freddie Records, and so we're 2 albums into it, and into our contract with Freddie. But we start to record within the next couple of weeks, so we have like a good 5 songs already locked in. But we're looking the freezing of the podcast.
Yeah,
We are.
let me go ahead and connect you with the phone so that way it'll just be over the cellular tower as opposed to the internet tower, because that's a lot more, it's a different system. And that way I can get your voice, and it'll be easier that way. I can put a picture up of you, and that way we know that it's you that we're talking to. And that way we can actually hear you, because I think your words are much more important than, you know, I know you're a handsome man. All right. You're Gary. You're a handsome man, Gary. I'm not saying you're a handsome man. We don't want to see you, but I'd rather hear you than see you. Okay. So let me call you real quick. I want to put up a picture of you so that way I can call you and we won't be skipping out on your vocals. And that way we can get your full, because I think it's important that people hear what it is that you're saying, because what you're saying is important. And I want people to hear it, because I believe that what you say has value. Is that cool?
Cool.
All right, here, hold on just a second. I'm gonna put your picture up real quick, and then I'm gonna give him a call.
Can you hear me, bro?
Yes, I can. Let me turn this off real quick. There you go. All right, guys. So that is Gary Hobbs there. He's on the phone, so we can hear him. And I know it's me. Y'all don't need to see me. But so anyway, like I was saying, Gary, let's go back to what you were saying about your finding the right music that you need to make your to get your
Sure.
you know.
You know, we're always looking at material, and sometimes on the road. I'm getting. Hold on, I'm getting latency here.
Done. I took care of you, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, I got
Can
you.
you hear me?
Yeah. I can hear you fine.
Well, you know, you're always looking for material, but sometimes you fall under this. You have this time frame, and now you're trying to hurry up and get material because now you got deadlines and stuff like that, and you want to get into the studio. But I'll be really honest. I really like this last CD that we did, and I really like the first one we did with Freddie. And I gotta be really honest. I think this last one we had good material, and the Juan Trevino songs, and then we started to think about other things that I think that kind of like threw us off course, you know. And to be honest, started looking at those Latin Grammy deadlines and stuff like that, and I go, damn, you know. And I think we put out a really good product. I don't think I will do that again as far as having 3-4 cover songs again. I think for me it's been very important to always have original material, but I was very pleased with the last CD, and I'm looking forward to doing the new stuff. But again, we do have people all of a sudden calling us, and so it's a good sign,
Yeah.
and it's a good flag. But we're always looking at material, and like I said, we have 5 songs that we kind of have locked in, and we record 12 per album. So it's going to be interesting what else can be. I got some nice cumbias already, and I'm looking at some Tejano rancheras, and hopefully really soon, brother, we start getting into the studio.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm one of the proponents of your last album. I really liked the last album. It was really, really good. And I really liked all of the music that came out of it. But then again, I always embrace new music. I always embrace the music for what it is. but you know, I'm a big fan of yours, Gary. So I'm biased. I'm gonna enjoy anything that you do put out.
Yeah, I appreciate you, brother.
And you know, that's one of the great things that has always come from your music, the consistency of the quality of music, and that's really great. Real quickly, David Vela just joined us. He says, hello NDO. Hey Gary Hobbs. David Vela, Oakland is watching. David Vela is our resident artist, of course. He is with he's on the Netflix series The Chosen. He is the centurion that's in that series.
Really?
Yeah. So
There you go.
if you have Netflix and you do us a favor, go to Netflix and watch The Chosen. Put a thumbs up and say, "Hey, that Centurion guys, he's pretty good," because he's there, and we got to support each other. The Lone Mexican, he says, "Hello, everyone." He says, "Hello, saludos, everyone from Conroe, Texas." Thank you very much for joining us there, Alfredo. I really do appreciate you, brother. Thank you so very much. Now, I think you know this song, like I was saying earlier, Solo Sueño en Ti, is just it's a great modernization of the Gary Hobbs sound. It's up and it's got the Gary Hobbs sound, but very progressive. In you're still moving the music forward, but it's got that Gary Hobbs sound that we all fell in love with way back when. It's not a throwback, by the way. It's not a retro song. It's got that retro feel, but it's not. It's
Yeah.
it's what I that's what I love about what you do, bro. You're always moving forward. You're a consummate musician. People don't understand that. You're not just a troubadour. You're not just a singer, but you do play a lot of great music as well, which is really wonderful.
Well,
And
we're blessed, brother, to keep the always the band recording, and they certainly do know the feel that we're looking for, so we can go to a live stage and duplicate it. But having the same people around with us, and Hector Gutierrez producing and arranging a lot of that stuff kind of gives us a lot of continuity. So we're consistent with that sound. But man, the research at Priority Records is just like unbelievable. So we're looking forward to continue to record stuff. But man, it's just that we're blessed with same musicians recording, same
yeah,
producer and stuff like that, and we're not scared to hit the boundaries there a little bit. There was a country song on that last album, and I'm gonna remember the name of it in a minute, brother. But 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 that song came out in a movie in like the 30s with Fred Astaire,
uh-huh.
and Hector Gutierrez, keyboard player. He was visiting down here because we were gonna go over some music, and he had been playing that song in his show. He does a live show, and he's a one man band. And the thing about Hector, he records all of his stuff. He doesn't use the tracks and stuff. He doesn't buy tracks. He just does everything on it. And but so I heard that song, and I told Hector, that song will come out like in a Texas swing, a two-step Texas swing, and why not put it on the album? And before you know it, we're putting that song down, and we brought in. I don't know if this is racist, but we call them the Cooter Band, and we went outside the lines on that country song, and we asked some gentlemen in all that area, in Corpus and in Three Rivers and in Kingsville. So there was about 4 guest musicians on that country song, and but it's something nice to do once in a while, think out of the box and stuff, and we use the real fiddle player and the steel guitar player and stuff, and we've been doing that since the 80s, brother. I mean, we record something different, but we always our main bag is Tejano, and it's Tejano rancheras and cumbias. But I like to venture out once in a great while, and I hate to say that I knock my rocks off of someone else's time, and but I think overall, I think people like to hear a little couple of songs different, and we've been implementing that on the shows, brother. Live, we started doing what I start calling it a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and I just have talented musicians. You know, mi compadre Jaime Sama on bass, he can sing anything and practically play anything. And then we have Josh Ramirez. He can sing really well too. And then Roger on the recording, he started singing. So these boys been doing a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and it's worked out really well when we have time at you know at the events where we do have more than an hour and a half show. So we're always looking at that, brother. We and on this recording, well, we did that, but we did a little bit of this and that. But I think Solo Sueño is something that just sounds very Gary Hobbish, so I think that's why it's working.
Yeah, and it's a great song, and it's okay to venture out. It's okay to do to do something different, and kind of spread your wings and out there and show that you're not just a one trick pony. And David Vela says, I heard some of Gary's music. It's great, definitely great songs. The thing that I like is that I always share that story of Shelly Lattis going to Las Vegas, to going to California, and saying that she they were like, okay, we wanted to play some of your country music, but we'll get you a country band. And she was like, country band? My band can play country music. And they're like, what are you talking about? She's like, that's what they do. They can play anything. So it's not a fear, I mean, they don't understand that, Tejanos, they can play anything, and, just dipping into foray is fine. That's okay. So it's not that big of a deal.
No, I think that's always been true. The majority of all the bands that we've had, and the musicians that have been with us, some for a very long time, and then a new set comes in, but since we started getting out there in '83, we've always been able to play different kinds of music, and so a little bit of disco and a little bit of rock, sometimes a little bit of country, and I mean it certainly is not authentic country, but they can play it. Mm-hmm. My question is, can country people play Tejano, authentic Tejano? That's what I want to know. But yeah, we've had musicians that have been able to play, different variety of music.
Well, how's this? I don't say that they cannot. I will say that all of the ones that I've come across, all of the ones that I've been around, cannot. Cannot play the Tejano music. Now, there's some rare ones that have been able to, but they're usually people that have grown up in the Mexican culture. So they do have that. But I know of a lot of them that they just don't know how. They don't have the groove. Especially when it comes to cumbias, it's very difficult for them to get that cumbia rhythm. You can tell by the way they try to play the accordion on the keyboard, how it's very it's like a staccato as opposed to very fluid, and you're like, wow.
Yeah.
So
that's true.
Yeah, thank you, Lone Mexican. I really do appreciate it. Yeah, today's my anniversary, by the way, brother. So
happy anniversary.
Thank you, brother. Yeah, Gracie says that you're one of her favorite artists. Actually,
I'm a blessed man.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and take another listen to your song now. And you're talking about the album Soy Libre, and I believe the country song is Change Partners, right?
Yeah, Change Partners. That was it was Fred Astaire singing it, and man, it was from those 30s, 1930s, those 40s, and it's just something that I heard with Hector Gutierrez, and I changed it into try to do it into a swing, So
mm-hmm. No, I liked it. So I mean, hey, at least I know what the name is.
I think the song was written by Irving Berlin, from those.
Yeah.
He's that monster composer, in the 30s and 40s, and that golden era, and Hector started playing it in the bossa nova, and I heard it in the bossa nova, and I turned it into Texas swing. So there you go.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's on the station, so I mean, people are hearing it. So, I don't have an issue with it. Let's go ahead and take a listen to Soy Libre. It's the title song from the album, Soy Libre. So it goes like this from Gary Hobbs, Soy Libre. On the phone, the one and only Gary Hobbs. It goes like this. Check it out.
Que otra vez te equivocaste, que aprendiste a valorarme en todo este tiempo, que de mí estuviste lejos. No lo creo, es otro de tus caprichos para regresar estar a tu lado, solo fue tiempo perdido. Ya ves, ya no soy el mismo que tú maltratabas y no te decía nada. Yo ahora soy libre, dueño de mi tiempo, y si de algo me es haberte conocido, porque a tu lado conocí el dolor, cuando yo solo te brindaba amor. Con tus palabras no puedes borrar, estas heridas para siempre están. Llegaste tarde, tú ya puedes irte. Soy tan feliz ahora que soy libre. Ojalá que te sirva de lección, que no se juega con un corazón. No, no. Ya no soy el mismo que tú maltratabas y no te decía nada. Yo ahora soy libre, dueño de mi tiempo, y si de algo me arrepiento hoy, es haberte conocido, porque a tu lado conocí el dolor, cuando yo solo te brindaba amor. Con tus palabras no puedes borrar, estas heridas para siempre están. Llegaste tarde, tú ya puedes irte. Soy tan feliz ahora que soy libre. Ojalá que te sirva de lección, que no se juega con un corazón. No, no.
Hey, brother, did you really throw that ring in the water?
No, it was one of those Cracker Jack box rings. Hey, brother, I was gonna tell you we've been having so much bad weather here, but I think I can see all the lights down the block. They all came back on. I don't know if we could hook up again and try and see if we could.
Let me do it. There you are, right there. Let me go ahead and get this off. There you go. Let me get you back on the regular CE. So thank you so very much for letting me know, brother.
Well, the lights down the block they're all completely on again, so hopefully we got.
There you go. All right, I'm going to go ahead and hang up this phone real quick so that way we don't get any feedback. Can you hear me fine now? I can hear you.
Okay, now I can hear you.
There we go. There you go. Definitely, definitely. All right, guys. So now we have Gary Hobbs back. Thank you so very much. Hey.
I'm not a very high tech guy, but I saw the lights turn on. Let me know.
Yeah. Well, I'm just
Yeah, we've
glad
been
that it,
having really bad weather and flooding all this whole area, and I
yeah,
hope it's
we had bad weather ourselves as well here in San Angelo. So uh, I was telling people, hey, tune in. If you are from San Angelo, from my local area, and you did see the post and you do message me, um, I did ask Gary about a song. It's a country song. I did name the country song. So if you know the name of the song, message it to me, and I'm going to go ahead and send you Soy Libre, the album. I'm going to buy it for you and I'm going to send it to you. Gary Hobbs' entire album. I'm just going to open it up to anybody who paid attention to what we were saying during that. So if you
I
know it,
appreciate that.
send it to me. I'll buy it and I'll send it to you as a reward for putting up with us. I did it. I always enjoy giving back. We've been doing so good on the radio, obviously, and there's nothing that we should always thank our listeners for tuning in,
I
and I really
appreciate
do appreciate
y'all.
that.
We
Yeah.
appreciate them tuning in, and we just sometimes we can't fool with Mother Nature.
No, we can't. No, she always lets us know that we're not as big as we think we are. So
Yeah, but we have lights back, so that's good. That's a good thing.
that's definitely a good thing. Hey, real
I
quick.
want to know why is it always just like my neighborhood? Why can't it be like the whole town? But it's like pockets here in Eagle Pass, but
It- it-
and
you,
so
you need to know the right neighborhood.
yeah, okay.
Well, see, because where I'm located, I'm close to an urgent care center.
Oh, there you.
Yeah, so they're going to keep they're going to keep those lights out. The closer you are to like an urgent care center or to like those facilities, like a distribution center or like the hub for a cell phone, they'll keep you on. The other guys,
Mhm.
they turn them off. So, if you're in the barrio, tough luck, man, because they don't like people of color.
Yeah, we're in the
There
barrio.
you go. Speaking of that, the this power and all this water and everything else. This is a horrible transition, but we're talking about the weather and everything else. You've got something coming up next year that's really going to be awesome for those people who are really wanting to get away. And it's your cruise. You've been doing this cruise, the Gary Hobb cruise for quite a while, but this is something you've taken on for yourself now. This is something that you're doing yourself. So you got more hands-on uh, um,
Just more
control.
things.
Yeah, more hands-on control over this, which is more of a headache. But even still, you make it much more customized to the to your fans and the people that are going. So with that being said, real quick, if y'all want to get some more information on the Gary Hobb cruise, there's still time for you to go ahead and sign in and check it out. He's got a place that you can go check it out. That's the
There
Gary
you
Hobbs
go.
cruise. There you go. The Gary Hobbs cruise. You can go ahead and click on that one. It'll take you to the Gary Hobbs cruise. Give us a little bit of background on the Gary Hobbs cruise, because I tell you, I think this is really this is what separates Tejano music from a lot of other places. Where else can you go on a cruise and listen to Tejano music, and it's not going to interrupt your cruise in the way that people think? It's really a great event.
Yeah, well, we've been blessed. My wife Diana and I, we've been putting on these cruises. Cruise number eight is coming up January 31st through February 7th of 2027. And we're on Royal Caribbean Cruise Lines, always and only on Royal Caribbean. And Symphony of the Seas is such a beautiful ship, Symphony of the Seas. And uh, this year, well, I like to tell everybody that we put on three dances, no, without hitting on other cruises, but most of them don't have the dance floors. We have a 60-foot by 40-foot dance floor. So ours is all about dancing. And we put on three full dances, and we have a pool party, we have a meet and greet, we have a 70s, 80s night, and then we have Tejano Loco beach party at Richard Sancho's. And last year was just, I guess, phenomenal. It was one of those, the all-time record, and we had something like 660 plus guests. but then with the staff and the bands and the crew, my family, I mean, we hit the 750 mark, and it's just unbelievable. And people may not think, brother, that's okay if they don't believe, but we are registering right now. Registration is going well. I want to say that there's such a saturation of cruises now. There are so many choices these days, but we have Stephanie Montiel on board with us and her band. We have Texas Latino, of course, their band. We have the Crazy Pimps, their band. And then we have special guest Joe Posada. We have David Olivares. Of course, Tejano Loco and DJ Tippy Tip are on board. And we'll have special appearances by Gabriela, of course, Gabriel Zavala and Lily Vela and Johnny D. And of course, that old guy, Gary Hobbs. And but they can go to GaryHobbsCruise.com. Registrations with Happy Mireles, our travel agent. She's at 469-450-1168. I hope I got that number right.
Let me double check that.
You know, the concept about this, brother, when we started doing these cruises, Gary Hobbs Family and Friends cruise, and some people would call me and they'd ask me, so it's just for your family and just for your friends? And I go, no, the concept was, brother, that throughout the years, we've had people like from 32 different states in total, but we have people coming from all over. And before you know it, they all become Tejano family and friends. And I could tell you so many stories where people from Kansas City came down, they meet people from Texas or from Arizona, and they have become friends. And within the state of Texas, because we are the Republic of Texas, we are so big. By the time you try to travel from Amarillo, you know, to Brownsville, and from El Paso to Beaumont or something, I mean, you're talking what, 11, 12 hours. But when you have people from Midland meeting up with and making friends with people from Oregon or from Michigan or people from Chicago, it's just a beautiful thing. And so that really was the concept of Gary Hobbs Family and Friends Cruise. And we've all become a Tejano music family and friends, you know, community. But again, our 8th cruise is coming up, and next January 31st through February the 7th. And I can't divulge, but if God gives me the breath of life and He allows us to keep doing some of these cruises, in the works, in the plans right now for cruise 9 and 10, oh my God, it's going to be something totally great and new. But it takes, brother, it takes sometimes like 15 months of planning to be able to make sure that you get the venues there on the ship. And so it's not something that you can just call up, I want to put an event on. It takes just months and months, and a lot of hard work from the travel agent and to all our staff, and then negotiating the bands and getting them on board. But Gary Hobbs Family and Friends Cruise number 8 coming up, like I said, January 31st to February 7th, 2027.
Yeah, actually, I remember last year we had to postpone your interview because you had meetings in Dallas for this cruise that's coming up. That was last year. Yeah, and we've been talking about this for a long time, so I know that you're definitely. By the way, real quick, let me fix that number because you got one number wrong. It's 469-450-1168, not 5868.
1168.
Yeah, 1168. Make sure you get it. I already updated.
469-450-1168.
68. Yeah, there you go. It's I don't know if you said it wrong or if I heard it wrong. I thought you said 58, but it's 1168. I already updated the QR code. The number that's there. The QR code is right, but the number is incorrect. But I mean, the number is correct. I just put it up there. I'm getting it from the source itself. But yeah, you've got such great people here that are going to be at this event. You know, you got, like I said, Stephanie Montiel and all of them. You know, Joe Posada, of course. You know, consummate musician and a great a vocalist himself, underrated singer. He's put out great music. It's just going to be a wonderful time. So if you want to get away, Gary Hobbs Cruise is right there. And people don't understand that when you're close to the equator, where this cruise is taking you, it's not cold. It's not. It's a wonderful time, and what I like about it, it's structured around the events that are happening on the cruise as well. So you're not taken away from cruise events as well. It's macrame into the cruise events. So you're doing the two things. You're on a vacation. You're not. It's all part of it. It's all part of one big mass thing.
We've had people ask us, brother, about the events and stuff like that because they've gone through other cruises and their itinerary is totally different. But they have more jam sessions or performances. With their venues are smaller, but they can have venues do their events at 2, 3 in the afternoon. And our dances are everything in the evening. We hardly ever do anything when we have been at port. So it is 3 dances, like I said, and they're all in the evening. And we have pool party during the day. We have a meet and greet when we come on board, or the following day. But and then Tejano Local Beach Party at Mr. Sancho's. Now at Mr. Sancho's, brother, if you allow me just to elaborate a little bit, the first year that we did it at Mr. Sancho's, we all kind of congregated there, and I had. I had the Hanging with Gary podcast, and we're just passing the mics and getting, but then the following year, which was last one, what we did is we were able to, and it takes money, brother, but we were able to block off a whole side of the beach, and we had Tejano Loco as a DJ, entertaining people, but there was like 500 people at Mr. Sancho's. And so the only thing we could think of for this time is that we've added a dance floor. So we've added a dance floor for this one coming up, and we'll have that dance floor for about 2 hours, and hopefully they get to get into the ocean and of course it's all you can eat and drink there, but at least congregate with all the Tejano music supporters, and at the same time you can get your dance off too. So
definitely, and it's I'm sure it's wonderful. You haven't invited me yet, but that's okay. Just kidding.
I felt that coming like 2 seconds before you said it.
I think I said it the last time. I think I said that the last time. The Lord, that's because he says we have the same issue. We lose power in our neighborhood. Be careful out there, man. Remember, if you don't have to go anywhere and it's raining and everything else, just don't go. And if you are not sure about water crossings, just turn around. Be safe, turn around. Just because you got a truck, just because you got a Jeep or whatever, it's jacked up, blah, 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 doesn't mean that you're going to make it. Doesn't mean that you're safe.
Yeah, y'all be careful.
Yeah, when you put yourself in danger, somebody has to come and rescue you. You're putting their lives in danger as well. So do yourself a favor, do them a favor, turn around, stay alive. That's that simple. So it's not a big deal. You don't have to go and get your apple pie. It's okay. You can just wait till tomorrow. Roxanne Ruiz says, hello, NDO and Gary Hobbs from Houston, Texas. Houston, Texas. There you go. Now, I'm sure that the cruise is going to go well. I support you as always. I always mention your cruise and everything else. I really think it's a wonderful way to propagate the music, because one of the goals of this show is always to try to get people to understand it, to humanize you, so that way people understand where your music is coming from and why you put the music out the way you do. So that way they're more apt to request this music once they understand the songs and where you're coming from with these songs. And, that gives them access to something they normally don't, because a lot of times you have so many people coming to you wanting your autograph or wanting, to take pictures with you. You can't be personal to each and every one of them. There's just too many. But at least this way they can hear your story and they can better understand, what you're saying. And it's easier this way. So that's one of the goals. But with the cruise, they can at least get, like you said, with the meet and greet and everything else. Ford Muscle Luis says, hey, Gary from Garciasville, Texas. There you go.
Texas.
And we're getting a lot of Texas people here, man. Usually I get them from outside of Texas, but Texas is representing today. Why isn't there more people from Texas? What happened? San Antonio didn't win. I'm not hating on San Antonio, by the way, or the Spurs. I'm not a fan. I don't.
Yeah, that was a bummer.
Yeah, I mean, but they're like one of the youngest NBA teams. They'll be back.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, they'll be back. That's cool. I mean, I think they're really, really good. So, real quick, Gary, for those people that want to get a hold of you, just find out more information for you or buy one of the albums. If you don't win, because you got to win. If you want to win, I will give you an album, his latest album. So leave it. I will give it to you. I'll send it to you through email. If you tell me the name of the song, the country song that we were talking about earlier today, and all you got to do is just DM me or send me an email on admin@cuboradio.com.net or .fm. And
That's an excellent question. Even I didn't remember.
that's why I knew what the answer was. I pay attention to everything, Gary. So, but if you want to get a hold of more of Gary Hobbs' information, buy his merch or buy his music, you can always go to GaryHobbs.com. That's his website, GaryHobbs.com, and he'll have lots of information there and everything else. And the best way you can support Tejano music is streaming is okay. Don't get me wrong. They do make some money from streaming, but it's a lot better for you to go to their website and buy the merch and buy the CDs, buy the music from the artists. They make more money that way. And it helps them out more because this is an expensive business and we need to support our artists so that way they can keep creating the music that we love and go to their shows, buy their merch, put your phone down and get up. Gary has already said it. It's got a dance floor. That's what it's for. Go out there and dance, make a memory. Go dance with that pretty girl that's over there. Said hello to you as you walk in.
I'm just biased, brother. I'm just biased because I came from the ballroom years, and we love to see people dance. And these bigger crowds now, the events and festivals. Well, people are standing there and they're having a great time, but they'll have the dance floor maybe off to a side or in the back, and I still can't kind of get used to that sometimes, right? But I did come from the ballroom era, and it was just marvelous to see people. I mean, 1,200 people, 1,000 people. Now they're all not dancing at the same time, but you got a dance floor with 600 plus people dancing. They're dressed to the T's, to the nines, as we used to say back in the day, and they're dancing, they're singing along, and they knew the words to your lyrics, and it was just a fabulous time for me. But times change, but we love for people to get their cardio in and dance. We love to see people dancing. That's something that I guess you can really tell that they're getting, they appreciate the music and they're supporting you, but that they're having a good time, But,
I think what people forget is that dancing together in unison is a very special thing. It's very unique, especially seeing a couple being able to dance together and just flow across a dance floor, and dance in unison is a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful sight, but being the person who is able to do that with your partner is even more special. We forget as humans, our very first sensation is touch. The very first thing that we're able to register is touch. And when you're able to touch hands and touch with someone else, it's a very engaging feeling, and you want to do that more. So I guarantee you, once you start dancing with your partner and you dance more with it, you're going to want to do more of that. And
ain't nothing wrong with sitting down, brother, and jamming and listening, and you can kind of groove in your seat too, right?
no.
And even when you're standing, it's just that the dancing thing is something that always. Wow, it was just beautiful to see.
Yeah, I think it's just really beautiful to see people that are very in unison dancing. It's just impressive to me, how much not practice, but how much they've able to work together. Because it's amazing. There's some some really beautiful dancers. TDK is one of my friends. He's a terrific Tejano dance king. And he's made a name for himself for that. Real quickly, Jose Olivas says, "Hola amigos, how are you doing?" Hey Jose, how are you doing, brother? I was just attended a birthday party with Grupo Entrego, and Jose was their manager. It's really, really wonderful. Hey, I know it's still rainy and everything else over there, so I want to kind of finish this up real quick. So we got to that point of the show where we can go ahead and mention your give you the floor, so that way you can mention what it is that you want to, where we can see you next, where we're going to be at next. Obviously, mention that you've got your Gary Hobbs website right there, and also whatever it is that you want to mention, it's you, brother. The floor is yours. Whatever it is that you want to do, your shout outs, your thank yous, or anything else that you feel like.
Well, at this moment, I'd like to send you my Cash App.
Yeah, let's do that. Where's your Cash App? Send some Cash App. Send Gary some money.
No, I know this Friday we're in Houston, Texas. Anybody in the Houston area, we're at the Blue Bayou Cafe. We're celebrating DJ Tippy Tip's birthday. And so please come join us, Gary Hobbs, the Usual Suspects, and Tejano Loco this Friday, Blue Bayou Cafe, Houston. And Saturday, we are in Oak Cliff. We're at Players Sports Bar. And it's, I guess it's a Saturday, Father's Day this coming weekend, right? Coming up. And so Saturday, we are in Oak Cliff in Dallas. I do know that, we are coming up on a couple of days following week. We have a private event in San Benito. And then on the 27th, we're at Full Court Entertainment. That's in Elsa, Texas. Full Court Entertainment. And I do know that July the 2nd is a Thursday. We're going to be at Mustang Sally's in San Antonio. A good friend, Rudy Lopez Entertainment. And the 4th of July, we are with the city of Crystal City, Texas. So we're looking forward to that 4th of July with the city of Crystal City, Texas. Anybody can look us up at GaryHobbs.com for any information. I used to say, brother, something that sounds really stupid now, but I used to tell people, hey, we're in the phone book.
Look us up in the phone book.
and that kind of gave my age away, And but we want to thank everybody. We apologize for the weather. I'm looking up my front window of the office, and now I see all the lights. But we had a light shortage most of the day last night. Pretty bad weather, a lot of flooding here in Eagle Pass and in Piedras Negras. And we just hope that everybody's doing fine. And man, I just, want to thank everybody for the support. I was just thinking, but I was going to say, I think the last 2 times I've been on the show, I've had technical difficulties. So I need to hire somebody and just set me up for next time, because I appreciate you always, you're always thinking of us and supporting Tejano music in general, brother. But you supported Gary Hobbs for a long, long time, and continued success, brother. What you do is not easy, and it's very admirable and appreciative.
Thank you, Gary. I don't deserve your accolades. I'm just some guy from Vancourt, Texas, but I do what I do. I do what I can. I do the best that I can, and that's the only thing I can ask of myself.
You do great, brother. You do great.
But no, it's always fun to have you on. You're one of my favorite guests, obviously, because I am a fan. I am biased. I've always loved your music. I love your musicianship.
Thank you, brother.
It's yours was one of the most technically difficult music that I've listened to. I can play instruments. I'm not a musician, but just listening to the construction of your music is just intricate, and it's beautiful, and it's in its concepts, especially some of your earlier stuff. And I love some of your more international kind of music, because it's complex, and it's beautiful in so many different ways. And I really appreciate your effort and what you do. That's what I appreciate you. And so it's one of those things that to me is it needs to be recognized because of the greatness that's there. Ford Muscoli says, hey, NDO, in Garciasville, Texas, at a small ranch, there's a thunderstorm which contains heavy rain. It was muddy, pretty bad. Well, be careful, brother. Take care of yourself and each and every one of y'all. I really do.
Texas weather.
Yeah, that's the way it is. It's been raining pretty bad here in San Angelo for the past few weeks, off and on. I got caught in a rainstorm yesterday, the day before yesterday, rather. Y'all guys be out there, take care of yourselves, and you know, like I said earlier, if the road is flooded over, don't guess it. Just turn around and go back. There's no reason for you to lose your life or put other people's lives in danger. You know, flash flooding is a real thing, and it only takes 4 inches of water to take your car off the road, and that's it. So it's not how big your car is. It's not how powerful your motor is. It has nothing to do with it. You know, it's physics. It's the law of physics. You can't break the law of physics. So be careful. Take care of yourself. Gary, once again, thank you so very much for being here. I really do appreciate you. This song is killer, bro. Killer. You did
Appreciate that.
you did a wonderful job with this song. I really do love this song. This is one of the, I have a top 10 that I started doing, and this one just started blowing up right away. I told Mark from Freddie Records, I was like, it's already on my hot hit list. This thing is killing it. So great
Big
job.
shout out Mark and everybody at Freddie Records, and Tejano and Eli and Ram, of course Hector Gutierrez, our producer, and of course Freddie Jr. and Freddie Sr., everybody at Freddie Records. I'll be in the studio soon enough. Con el favor de Dios.
There you go. But stay out of the weather. don't go out there.
That's this weather, man.
Yeah. Ford Muscle says, Gary, your collaboration with Stephanie was awesome. There you go.
Oh well, that song, Stephanie killed it. She just like, I was tempted just to bow out of it and let her have it because she just killed it.
She's doing all the hard work.
Yeah, she carried it, and I mean, I caught myself with my mouth open, like, but yeah, she just heard it, and she was so nice. She asked me, Gary, how would you like for me to attack this? And go, no, you be you, please, you be you. That's why, you know, I appreciate you, and she's just an awesome singer. She's an elite singer in my book, and then she just she talked with Gabriel, her husband, just 2-3 minutes, went in there and kicked it out, and I go, oh my God, no. And I was dying there. I was just, can I do my tracks later when they're gone?
Yeah, when they're not here. I was doing an interview with her at Tejano Mundial Awards with Stephanie Montiel, and I kind of phased out, and people were like, well, what's going on? And I was like, I forgot how beautiful her eyes are. I was mesmerized with her eyes. I forgot what I was thinking. I was just like, she's a gorgeous woman, and
but she's a gorgeous person.
Yes, inside and out. And
oh yeah, she's, you know,
yeah, her vocals are unparalleled. That's one of the reasons that she's
elite. She's elite.
Yeah.
She's
definitely, most definitely. Well, brother, thank you so very much, Gary. I really do appreciate you, and thank you to each and every one of y'all that were joining us. I really do appreciate that. We'll see you next time. And if today was a bad day, if you had a bad day today, just remember, every day planes take off against the wind. You are loved. You matter. God bless you. Be careful out there in the rain if you're traveling. Take care of yourselves. Be human to each other. God bless. Gary, thank you once again. We're going to leave you with Solo Sueño en Ti, the new song from Gary Hobbs. It's an amazing song. And for those of y'all that entered in, it's not too late. I'm going to go ahead and keep it open for a couple of hours, so that way y'all can go ahead and get it. And I'll send off that song to y'all, or that album, the Gary Hobbs Soy Libre album for y'all. And with that,
thank you, Laura. Appreciate it, brother.
You got it, brother. Thank you so very much. We'll see y'all next time. Hasta luego. That's the one and only Gary Hobbs. I'm NDO. This is Kivo Radio. Solo Sueño en Ti. Check it out.
Voy a entregar lo mejor de mi amor y voy a escuchar tus anhelos con fervor. Te prometo hoy jamás vas a sufrir, te lo juro. estaré yo junto a ti. Te lo ruego, no te apartes tú de mí. Solo sueño en ti y aprendí las cosas más dulces del amor. Solo sueño en ti y entendí que sufro sin tu amor. Solo sueño en ti y estoy aquí para darte mi amor. Esa sensación lleno de emoción, siempre tú y yo, mi amor. Voy a borrar tu pasado de dolor y voy a respirar nueva vida en tu ser. Te prometo hoy jamás vas a sufrir. Te lo juro hoy que estaré yo junto a ti. Te lo ruego, no te apartes tú de mí. Solo sueño en ti y aprendí las cosas más dulces del amor. Solo sueño en ti y entendí que sufro sin tu amor. Solo sueño en ti y estoy aquí para darte mi amor. Esa sensación lleno de emoción, siempre tú y yo.